These things dried out so fast. Well, I shouldn't say so fast. This has been like 5 years ago, so I guess that's not really fast. Hi everyone, I'm Jodi. Welcome to my channel. I'm really glad that you stopped by today. I know from personal experience that YouTube is flooded, inundated, oversaturated with beauty YouTubers. Not all in over 40, there's only really a handful of us, it seems like, in the big scheme of things. So you have a lot of different places to stop and different YouTubers to watch, and you can subscribe to as many of them as you want. So for you to have stopped on this channel and liked videos before, hopefully subscribed and left comments, I really, really sincerely thank you. Because like you, I started watching YouTube videos, really beauty videos, back in 2016, 2017, when this was a whole new industry and a whole new business and a whole new world. And it really allowed many of us accessibility to see how to do makeup without having to hire a personal makeup artist to teach us these different tips and techniques. And as time went on, we got to see how products really wore or didn't perform beyond what their marketing professionals and the marketing teams said that they could do. So I have really loved YouTube, and I've loved being on YouTube. And I love the fact that I can connect with you guys, even though we're not face to face. You leaving comments and sharing your thoughts and liking the video and sharing the video with other people, that is sort of how I view that you're enjoying it, and it's sort of a virtual way of communicating. So thank you so much. I left my corporate career almost 2 years ago, and I have a video coming up on sort of the evolution of what I've learned leaving a corporate executive role and coming to YouTube 2 years later. That's all coming in a later video. But one of the reasons I wanted to create a YouTube channel for women over 40 was because I felt like so much of the videos were geared towards younger skin. And like it or not, love it or hate it, older women's skin does not respond the same to skincare products, to liquid foundations, to creamy eyeshadows, you name it, our skin just doesn't perform the same way and respond to those products. And while yes, there's a handful of really good beauty YouTubers out here that are over 40, in the big scheme of things, it's a very small percentage. So like many of you, I had a couple of my favorites, which by the way, I've reached out to some of them hoping that we could do a collab, but as of almost 2 years later, there's been no interest. Why is that? Can I just pause there for a second, you guys? Side note, I have reached out to more than I'd like to share, and I won't share their names because I understand everyone's busy. But I have reached out to over 17 beauty YouTubers over 40, just asking if they'd be interested in doing a collab, because I know I get sick of seeing me every day, so I figured you guys would get sick of seeing me every day. Not only has no one said yes they would do one, only 3 people have ever even responded. So why is that? I get puzzled by that, because I would think that in a business and an industry, especially one for older women where we could be really supporting each other, there shouldn't be this mindset of competition, because you can subscribe to as many channels as you want. So if I was to collaborate with another YouTuber over 40, whether it's fashion or beauty, and I've reached out to both, this business is not like Coke and Pepsi or Burger King and McDonald's. It's not like you have to choose one over the other. You can choose to like and subscribe as many beauty YouTubers as you want. So the risk of losing anything from another beauty YouTuber to collaborate with another beauty YouTuber or a lifestyle YouTuber or a fashion YouTuber, because I think bringing those two, like your favorite beauty YouTuber with your favorite fashion YouTuber on a collaboration video, would benefit all of you guys as subscribers. So if you have a favorite YouTuber that is in beauty or lifestyle or fashion or health and fitness or home decor that is in more of this 40 plus space, leave me a comment in the comment section of who they are. I will reach out to them, you guys, and see if we can't do a collaboration, because I am determined to bring you guys the best videos, and you may be the reason that we finally get a collaboration done. That would be awesome, and I would appreciate it. Today what I want to talk about is things that didn't go so well with my favorite YouTubers, and that is products that I bought because of YouTube. Now, I am not foolish enough to believe that somebody totally convinced me to buy this. It was my decision to purchase it. It was my decision to spend money on it. No one forced me to go buy these products. So while I say YouTube made me buy it, please know I am not blaming or holding anyone else responsible for my independent, clearly not well thought out spontaneous beauty purchases. And I hope you guys don't have a lot of these, but you probably do if you use beauty YouTube videos as well to help guide you on the types of products that you might be interested in. And to protect the innocent, I'm not going to share with you which YouTuber shared this product with me because it might have worked really well for them. It just didn't work well for me, and skin types are different. Styles, what people like, their tastes are different, so it is no one's fault but my own. I started cleaning out my makeup lately and thought, why did I buy that? And then I remembered, oh yeah, XYZ video showed me how she applied this with this lipstick and that lip liner, and it looks so good, and I bought it. So then I started taking the products that didn't work for me and I put them in piles of which YouTuber suggested that I purchase them. And I made a conscious decision to say, okay, when this specific YouTuber, because I have a pile of products that I purchased because they suggested it, and it's the largest pile, then that YouTuber's skin taste type is so different than mine, I have to be more mindful when making purchases from that YouTube person. And I'm finding that to be helpful and probably saving money. So hopefully you guys don't have too many products like that in your makeup collection. But if you do, then do that fun exercise like I did and put it in piles of which YouTube person suggested it. And if the pile's really small, then that person probably has skin type and skin taste like yours. Hopefully, if I have influenced you, there are no products in the pile for me that you did not like or did not work for you. But I'm sure there are because, again, my skin is combination. So if you have really oily skin or really dry skin, then I may not have steered you in the right direction either. It happens. I do believe that most beauty influencers try to bring you products that work best for the majority of skin types and skin tones, but it doesn't always work that way. So jumping into the first one, and I bought 2 of these for some reason, and they're still pretty darn full, and I'm not sure why I needed 2 because they're the same color, but this was that YSL pressed powder. In fact, it's actually called the 3D All Over Glow. Now, this was all over YouTube in 2017, 2018, I think. And it wore beautiful on the YouTuber that wore it. It's a pressed powder. It has just a little bit of color to it. And it was supposed to really minimize the look of your pores and give you a nice glow to whatever foundation you wore. And it is a very finely milled powder. I ended up looking like I had caked on powder every time I wore this, and yet I was determined to believe it could work because I saw it on YouTube. It has to work, and it just did not work for me. So I keep this just to remind myself, do not steer people in the wrong direction. Think about products that work for a variety of people and share with them if it's for a specific skin type. And I know better. Powder all over your face for more mature skin is rarely the answer to anything other than Halloween. So I don't know what I was thinking. My purchase, my mistake. But apparently learning from one powder was not enough because then I also purchased this one from yet another beauty influencer, and I don't know why I did that because it had the same issues once I put it on. It's very finely milled. It's really no different in color than the YSL one. Yeah, they're pretty much the exact same color. I don't know why I thought I needed 2 because I'm pretty sure I purchased these within about 6 months of one another. Because if this one didn't work, well, by golly, this one should work. No, it's not the brand. It's the product. Powder, dry skin, mature equals bad makeup days. Okay, you think I would learn, but let's continue. Remember when we had to have the white eyeliner? Because if you tight lined under your eye would appear larger. And yes, it does, but it also looks slightly ridiculous because it's pure white. And I don't know that the waterline in my eye was pure white the day I was born. So it's definitely not white as I've gotten older. So I'm not sure why I felt the need to go buy this. Now there was a time when I would line my lips with white because it was brighter and make the lips look more full. And it can still have that effect. But I'm pretty sure I bought this original one when I saw that video, and that was a trend, what, 2016, 2017? MAC probably doesn't even make this one anymore, so that might tell us how old this one is. All right, another lip liner, and I remember exactly which YouTuber suggested this. I almost could pick out the video because I used to watch her videos all the time. I just enjoyed listening to her voice. She's so kind, and I love her makeup look. Her makeup looks are stunning. And she had suggested this, I think it's called Artiba Cedar 30. And it is a really pretty liner. It's a little bit more on the peachy warm side, and maybe that's why I don't wear it. The formula is perfectly fine. I do prefer a gel when it comes to my lips, but this is a soft enough formula that it glides across the skin really smoothly. So I probably just should have known better than to get the same color, but this is a 2018, if not 2017 purchase, that it's just time to say goodbye. If you guys have any other makeup from this brand, let me know what it is and if you like it. I'd love to try other products from them. All right, another one, and I think I've talked about this before. This was the Tom Ford lipstick that came in a lip pencil, and I did like this, and then it had the brush across the bottom. It was so stupid expensive though that it was one of those things that you're like, oh, let me save that like fine china for that once in a great event, and I will pull out my Tom Ford lipstick with the brush. And then 2 years goes by and you realize you hadn't had enough special occasions to warrant having this expensive of a lip liner. The YouTuber that demonstrated this had this exact color, because by all means, if I'm gonna have the look, I've gotta have the exact same color, even though our skin tones were nothing alike, which I should have learned a long time ago, but I know now. So that's a no good buy. Another one, and this brand doesn't even exist anymore. Now I have two products from Marc Jacobs. Now because Marc Jacobs cosmetics are not sold anymore, does that mean these are vintage? Are these collector items? I don't know, maybe in my mind that's why I've held on to them. But they are both from a YouTube, the same YouTuber suggested both of these. There was a time when she shared a lot of Marc Jacobs products, and now that I am on this side of things, I know why she was probably sharing so many Marc Jacobs products, because Marc Jacobs was probably compensating her to do so, and you didn't have to disclose that back then, which I'm so glad that you do now, so that me as a consumer, you guys as a consumer, we know if you really, really love the product or if you are a commercial for the product. I'm open to either. I don't care. I just want to know if I'm looking at a real honest review or if I'm looking at a commercial. I would like to know that. So this is another white. Why do we need two white ones? I don't know. This one's a smaller, finer tip maybe. Maybe that's why. Let's see, does it line any different? Didn't need one, definitely don't need two. But staying with Marc Jacobs, you gotta admit, Marc Jacobs packaging was stunning. And I love the fact that when you bought these at the store, you could tell exactly what color you were going to get, because the color wasn't just on the little end here, but the color was on the entire edge. I did really like that. And the color of the product almost exactly matched the color that was on the outside. So you knew what you were getting and you didn't have to return anything. Well, this is rock hard right now, so I'm not... How old is this? This must be, I mean, this is so hard, you guys, it will not even, yeah, oh, it just broke. Yeah, well, I guess it's no longer a collector's item because, man, there's a lot left though. So I bought this thinking that I needed to have it, but clearly when you look at how much I used of it, which is hardly any, I'm still going, then I did not need to spend whatever it was. How much were these? Like 25, 26? I mean, it's Marc Jacobs, let's be honest. It was probably like $35. And yeah, I clearly did not use it. It's still going. Okay, well, we're just gonna let that go. The money we would have. Yeah, clearly not a big fan of this one. Didn't need to have it. And now I feel bad if I break that off because, but I'm never gonna wear it. Just do it. Oh look, Marc Jacobs number 3. I told you guys that beauty YouTuber was really pushing Marc Jacobs products for a while and I was buying. But again, here it is that color on the outside and it really does closely match the color that's on the inside. Now hopefully this one, yes, these things dried out so fast. Well, I shouldn't say so fast. This has been like 5 years ago, so I guess that's not really fast. But yeah, no color at all. So if you guys have any Marc Jacobs, it's probably time for us to just say, let's stick with the clothes from Marc Jacobs and we're just gonna have to pay homage to the cosmetics that are no longer there. Yeah, so I did use a little bit more of this one, but their eyeliners were probably super expensive. Look at how much of that I didn't use. If this was $30, I didn't use $20 of it. And why did eyeliners from Marc Jacobs come in 3 very different looking eye pencils? Okay, well, I'm sure there are many more products, both skincare and makeup, that I purchased that I probably didn't need to, but was influenced by an influencer. As I've gotten older, I've become a little bit more wise as the videos are coming out, and I really look at the influencer's skin type. I look at their consistent message through all their videos, and I also look to see if they are posting ads, sponsored, 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 so that I understand what their motivation is for being on YouTube, whether it's to sponsor products, which is everyone's individual decision, or if it's to have a beauty community and share information. And if there's an occasional sponsorship, great, that's how we get paid. But identifying what that person's message is, and do they love everything all the time? It's really hard to understand the true integrity behind somebody that you see on YouTube once a week, twice a week. But I hope some of this information is helpful to you as you sort through influencers, beauty gurus, digital content creators, whatever label you want to put on the person on the other end of the camera, people like me. I hope this video was helpful in pointing you in the right direction and shifting through all of the great tutorials that are out there and product reviews, and help you stick with a beauty YouTuber or content creator that you trust, so that your money is spent in the right places that will go the farthest for you. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. I wish you a wonderful day, and I will see you again real soon. Bye-bye.